I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad, Miss Wickiana. Miss Wickiana.
You wanted to take the high road this season. Give yourself a grade. How did you do?
Sometimes I did good, sometimes I failed.
Alexis, at the end of that, she called you classless trash. How do you think she did?
It just shows a level of intelligence if you have to call names to people to make a point. I mean, if that's the road, that's a pretty low, high road.
Part of self-improvement is being able to take criticism. At that lunch in San Francisco,
we were having a nice lunch. I didn't want to do conflict on the camera.
So because you wanted to have a nice lunch, everyone else should shut it.
I think there's a time and place, for everything.
When we're sitting at the table, Vicki, I looked at you and I'm looking at the cameras and I'm like, Vicki, are you sure you want to talk about this right now? She looked me dead in the eyes and said, bring it on. After getting on me for texting at Fleur de Lis, which, mind you, I have 3 kids, and if I want to text my kids and my nanny and my husband all while we're having dinner, it's something you're going to have to deal with. Those are my children.
Through the dinner or just 1
Vicki,
minute?
Really? Was it all through dinner? Really? I'm sitting there trying to keep my composure because my children miss me on my first trip away, and I'm getting beat up by her on my left.
You weren't being beat up.
You were beating me up,
every
Vicki,
moment.
that night, just like you beat everyone up.
Please don't say beat everybody up. I'm not a villain. I'm not a beater-upper. So you don't, again, know me if you're going to say that. So please stop.
What did she do to make you feel like she was classless trash?
That is
seriously.
You have felt you're better than me. It's how you made me feel. Inferior, possibly to you, your body's better, and all this other stuff. It just felt like she came in with this, I'm the newest housewife, I'm the hottest housewife, I'm going to control the show, I'm this, and it was like there was no respect that she was going to...
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think what it is, because I know Vicki very well and I know you very well, I think when you walk in, there's an air about you and you have confidence and you're going to come in and be the new girl. She's been on it for 5 years.
I think you had no respect for me.
And I don't even know if it's about respect. It's just you have such confidence and she's like, who's this bitch?
Are you jealous of Alexa?
Absolutely not.
And she said, Brooks has been diagnosed with cancer. And I said, what? And she said, well, he's going to City of Hope right now. He's getting testing done. We don't know what it is. And I said, okay. And then on the way home, she called Brooks to say, well, are you okay? What did the doctor say? And he would not return her call. And she was crying the entire flight. And then we landed. And immediately, Vicki was on the phone. Do you have cancer? He said, call me when you get in the car. I'll let you know. And so I'm like, does he have cancer, whatever? And then Vicki gets in the car, she calls me finally, and she goes, he's fine, nothing. And I feel like he throws that cancer card out to get sympathy.
Yeah. Do you think he had cancer this time?
I do. I don't have any proof that he doesn't have cancer, and he won't give me enough proof that he does have cancer.
Me.
So
Really?
that's where I'm at. I've been busy with my business. I've been busy with the show. I've been busy. And all these different things are coming together as a big house. I'm like, there's got to be truth in this stuff. There has to be truth in this stuff.
Because we've never had any issues examples the way you treated me and things you said to me and did to me that were numerous examples. And it's funny how the camera caught every single one of those. And they don't have one instance of me acting ill towards you.
Because you're perfect.
Or hurting you. I'm not claiming I'm perfect at all.
Well, Tamara knows you better than anyone, and you're dying to talk.
I am. Vicki went into this season, which I kind of feel not truly being herself because she wanted everything to be dreamy. Nice. And this is what you got.
Karina from Colorado Springs says, Vicki, you tried to turn over a new leaf this season, but basically you cried a lot. I miss the old Vicki. Where's your fighting spirit?
Me too.
Tamara does too.
I do.
I don't want to fight.
I like Vicki last year better than this year.
I don't want to fight. I'm getting older and wiser.
But you do
wasn't
want to
fighting.
I don't. No,
it seems
Tamara,
like you didn't stand up for yourself.
You totally. I don't like it. I am who I am. You either like me or you don't.
Vicki and I, we clicked immediately. And she called me and said, somebody I was very close to has cancer. It was somebody that I have a connection with. And now I regret never carrying on this connection.
Pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic cancer. And he's dying. And I feel like I need to go be with him and leave Dawn and be with this guy. And I said, wow, okay. She was crying, all this stuff.
I remember that.
It was
too.
Brooks.
I remember that.
And he lied that.
And it was pancreatitis.
Yeah.
Yet now I know that he used cancer when he initially called you, and you thought he was dying of cancer in 2008.
Yeah, I did. I thought he had pancreatic cancer.
All right, but Vicki, you're a very smart girl.
Absolutely,
I mean, I guess my question is, did you ever see a real doctor? All you show are these non-oncologists. Like, where's the real doctor?
Well, his real doctor, Dr. Vandermeulen, did not want to film.
He never saw Dr. Vandermeulen. You want to know why I know? Because he lives down the street from me. He never saw him. That's BS.
Interesting.
Oh my God.
He didn't go to an oncologist.
What about the City of Hope? They film.
They filmed because I filmed at City of Hope.
I was only up at City of Hope once.
Joyce from Honolulu writes, Vicki was actually likable when she and Don renewed their vows. Congratulations. I have to know, did Don munching on conch shells really put lead in his pencil?
Oh, jeez.
It did?
Look at her. She's
Yeah, it's
Really?
amazing. It's amazing.
How amazing.
Like natural Viagra?
Yeah, we're going back to Turks and Caicos, actually.
Yeah. Wow.
I have to say, I couldn't get over that during the middle of the ceremony, you stopped and pointed out the carat count and the description of the ring.
Absolutely, I counted these diamonds. I've never had a ring this big in my life. Are you kidding me? Of course I counted them.
So where's your love tank right now? How full is it?
It's full.
It's full.
Mm-hmm. It's going to deplete again. We're going to fall. But you know what? We know that.
Good positive thinking.
Yeah. It is. Marriage is like this. It's like the stock market. It's going to go up and down. We're okay with that. Right now, we're at a good place. And
with some help from the conch shell.
you know what? Yeah. You know what? Don's a good man.
It's great.
Vicki, when we were at Heather's luncheon, you stressed at me, with tears in your eyes, how your boyfriend Brooks is fighting for his life.
Because that's what I believe.
How dare I talk about cancer and how my my relationship with cancer is my husband's ex-wife, and you had the audacity to scream at me like that.
I watched the show and I took a screenshot of his report because I hadn't seen it before.
Right.
I have had various CAT scans at Newport Imaging. So I went to their facility yesterday because it bothered me as I saw the report saying, this doesn't look right.
Me too.
So I'm going to show you. This is my report from Newport Imaging. This is what a report for a CAT scan looks like at Newport Imaging. It says date of exam, not service date, which is what Brooks says. This template up on the front has been their template for years. The one that Brooks used has none of this on it.
I gotta ask you this, Slade. You call Vicki Ficky.
Yes.
Yes, because you say that she's fake and icky. You say that she hogs the spotlight. What is your beef with Vicki?
I don't necessarily have a beef with Vicki. What I want Vicki to do is that if you have a problem, feel free to talk to me about it. Do something different than talk crap behind everyone's back on camera.
You've been doing it all over the TV, Slade. Has Don ever talked bad about any other woman? Has Frank ever? It's you. You're talking bad about
because
myself.
you're making comments about things that are none of your business. Every time the focus seems to be off of you, you become very upset.
No, you want it on you. Listen, Slade, that's not it. So
then why do you say, oh, it's the Joe and Slade show? Why do you make comments anytime the camera goes off of you? You seem to be upset.
No, really, I don't want the camera on me, so that's wrong. It's not.
Well, I think that's
it.
probably not the case.
That's not it, Slade. Let me tell you that right now. It's not.
Well,
so,
that's not the way I think most people are perceiving it.
Then why are you here?
I'm here in support of my partner.
Okay.
So if you have an issue, feel free to tell me about it.
Go on the House Husband show. I mean, you're like...
Well, you know what? I wasn't invited on the House Husband show.
You know, Gretchen, you were saying something a little while ago. Repeat that to me.
Well, this has been hard for me with you three ladies, with the fact that you have feelings about Slade. And I don't want to be in the middle of it. And I don't know all of your issues because I try to stay out of it. But this is my partner right now. And I feel like if you guys have something to say, don't say it to the press. Say it to his face.
I don't say anything to the press about Slade. Never have and never will.
Well, then don't say it in interviews. Say it now. Ask him now.
Certainly the two of you, and certainly Vicki, who had been here from the very beginning of the show and saw Slade with Joe and whatever went on with
whoring me out.
With Lori.
It's kind of rude.
Okay, what does that mean?
What I meant by that was I had knowledge that every time you guys were out, you'd call the press and say, here, we're here now. That's whoring Gretchen out to try to get her more publicity so she would get more famous.
That has never happened. I don't have a phone number to call press.
Whoring out. That to me is like, let her be her. She's already famous. She's already got the limelight.
Gretchen, you can address that. Am I calling anyone to try and whore you out?
I didn't know there was a 1-800 paparazzi number.
In defense of us, we're not that popular to call the paparazzi when we're not...
Which is exactly the point. Why would you assume we would do that? They have to want to shoot you.
I didn't assume it. I was told it. I didn't assume it.
But it's ignorant to make a comment about my partner that way. And that's the thing that we don't appreciate.
Well, it's ignorant for you to make a comment about his partner, how you have, Slade.
No, it's not.
Yes,
because
it
when you
is.
behave that way, Vicki, that's where the comments come from.
I don't behave any way for you to be disrespectful to a woman.
It's my experience.
Period. You're disrespectful to a woman, which is not cool.
Also, it's transcribed by voice, and a radiologist reads it, proofreads it, and signs off on it. No radiologist would ever sign off on a document with a doctored 1 in front of the 14. It's doctored. It's handwritten in. It would, and if this was, quote, done at Hoag, no, Hoag has their own transcribers. That scenario cannot possibly happen. Newport Imaging transcribers transcribe scans and things that are done at their facility.
I worked there for 4 years. The radiology department is 100 times bigger than Newport Imaging's.
So if he's alleging that he had a scan from Newport Imaging, he didn't.
So has Dr. Dubrow seen any records or heard from Brooks since?
Terry nor myself have never heard from Brooks. He has never reached out. He's never shown Terry anything.
Vicki, you told me that you called Terry Dubrow and he sent someone over that night to administer an IV.
I'll clarify that with you, okay? Look, listen, you want to know the truth?
Yeah, we'd like it.
He was throwing up sick. I was on the phone with Brianna. Yes, I was on the phone with Brianna first. I said, what can I do? And she said, he probably needs an IV, take him to ER. So then I said to Brianna, I'm going to call Terry because maybe he knows of somebody. Somehow in the conversation, it was as if I really did call Terry. Brooks said, do not get Terry involved. I don't want to have Terry come over or any of his people. That's what happened.
You told me that someone came over, and thank God they did, because they gave him the IV and he felt better.
It's disrespectful.
Because I don't think anyone talks to your husband.
It's disrespectful.
What? Then show some respect and earn some back.
What?
Please.
I've never had a one-on-one issue with you, Slade, for you to be disrespectful.
Then my name shouldn't be brought up. You shouldn't be talking about our relationship. You shouldn't be saying she's being poured out.
And mine shouldn't
In all fairness, Vicki, though, you've talked about us and you don't even know us. You said very mean and hurtful things.
The tongue is a flame of fire. I'm going to say one thing, and the second thing is there's no do-overs. When you say something,
you can't take it back.
You can't take it back, and words are very helpful.
So you're making accusations right now and setting yourself up.
I've already said, I'm sorry. You know what?
Everybody has one thing or another.
Guess what? I'm not doing this. I'm not going to fight on national TV with these men. I am.
She walks out of
I'm not going to do it. I'm telling everybody right now, cut. I'm not doing it.
When you bring it up,
I have already apologized to your wife. I've apologized to you. That's all I'm going to do because you're just as guilty and you're just as guilty.
I've never talked about one person.
My husband would never talk to Gretchen, Lexus,
well, guess what? Jim's wife would never talk about you or you or you.
But we don't talk that bad about you, so he has no reason to come and say bad stuff about you, to defend you.
Are you seriously going to do this?
Sweetie, just sit down and let's wrap it up.
Listen, let's end it.
Well, let's
I'm
have a seat.
I'm not going to fight on national TV. I'm not doing it.
Runs out every time
if this is what you guys all got going on,
but she's the one that says it.
As long as there's no comment, Vicki, as long as no comment is ever made, there won't be a response.
Vicki,
I've already apologized to you. I'm not going to do any more apologies.
But if you do something wrong, and the reason that he is so upset is because of the things that have come out of your mouth. So be accountable and learn a lesson from this. Don't get up and walk off. Learn a lesson.
But he hadn't seen the show at the time of filming. So how would he know it was going to be
really rude.
So, Vicki, why would you lie to her about that someone came to give an IV?
Because I fabricated, because I really was looking for compassion from somebody in this.
Wait, you fabricated?
Not,
so you lied?
Hang on a second. Terry
Be honest.
She is being honest. Let her tell.
Why are you saying
She's
be
being honest.
She's
being honest. She just said that she fabricated this particular story because she wanted people to be compassionate about Brooks being sick. That's a very important thing. I know, but hold on. I want her. Hold on.
Is that okay?
Hold on.
I hear it.
What?
Is that okay?
No, it's not. But she's admitting something very big. So you guys, you've been accusing her for this whole season.
Okay, so my question is, why? You knew he was
Did you start to have doubts?
Lying, right?
You had doubts.
I didn't know he was lying, but he was getting so quiet-mouthed about including me on everything that I just wanted to say, you know what, this is your baby. I'm going to work. I'm going to handle my family. If you have cancer, if you don't have cancer, he's like, I have cancer.
Really?
I still believe he has cancer. So I don't know. Maybe
when did you think
Vicki,
he
you didn't
didn't
check
have
out.
cancer?
You called people disgusting, vile. Pray for me.
You said we were lying.
Because I've seen him sick.
I was my marriage. I was a bitch.
I've seen him sick.
Megan, any reaction to Brooke's message for you?
You know, it's funny. I think that he is most pissed off probably at me because he didn't expect this new Miss 30-year-old, whatever, so-and-so, to actually have a cancer situation in my life and actually care and actually ask questions, real questions.
You went to great lengths to disprove him. Why did you do that?
I came on to this show knowing that I had an ally in cancer. Instead, you attacked me all the time. Leanne's dead. And here you are trying to say he has cancer.
Are you threatened by the fact that Candy has her own money?
Not at all. Sure I love her. I admire a black woman who's doing well, a white woman, any woman. Right. I've always been taught a man is to protect and provide. So I'm sorry, some women have to protect and provide.
real high, so happy I could die.
Want to get nasty, no rom-com. Need a big dick and mad explosion. Sweet like candy, sucking down. I rode the big dick, stole the kingdom. Portami a Milano, Milano, Milano.
First class pussy shit, so bum, 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 bum.
It's about me, I.com. I need a big dog.
Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? 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 You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.